Welcome to Give Me a Problem, I Solve It, a series where every week we post a solution to problems submitted by you, the viewer. This week's problem, getting new clients. I don't know where to outreach in order to get new clients. All right, cool. So I have a few notes on this. The first thing that I want to say is if you're at a point in your business where you're having trouble getting new clients, you're probably in the early stages of your business, obviously, because otherwise you would know a consistent way to get clients. I love this topic, but there's some pre-steps to getting clients consistently that I want to bring up. The first thing is having your ideal client defined. What I mean by this is recognizing, just based on your experience in servicing people, who your ideal client is. Now, if you're just getting started, you might not know who this is, and honestly, it probably doesn't matter so much. Like, you should just be going out there and getting clients and really finding what it is that you love and who you love working with. But if you've worked with enough clients to identify who are the clients you most enjoy working with, then you can go ahead and get started on your ideal client. Now, some things you want to look at is once you know who your ideal client is, you want to figure out where do these people go, who do these people see? Because if you're looking to outreach to someplace consistently, you obviously need to know where your ideal client is going to or who they're talking to. You need to also know, obviously, what these people are looking for. What do they need and want? So these are just some basics to get locked in order to even get a consistent place to outreach to. Another important thing is having your offer dialed in. What I mean by offer is your product or your service, what it is that you're actually offering. Knowing what problems do those things solve that your ideal client wants to solve. Think of this as almost having like a 360-degree view of who your client is, where they go, who they talk to, who are they already visiting. That is maybe not a competitor of yours, right? What do these people need and want? Where the problems they're looking to solve that they're looking for a solution in the marketplace from, and having your offer packaged in a way that you can actually sell it to them. So these are some prerequisites. Now actually getting into the actual outreach. So there's this thing called warm market, if you're not familiar with it. These are people you already know. So your warm market would be people in your phone book, people that you have established as contacts on your Instagram, people you have established on your Facebook, etc. These are the people that you want to reach out to for either getting a direct client or getting a referral or getting strategic partners. I'm going to put a text on the screen here. You're going to want to send at least 10 messages a day. You can send as many as you like depending on how much time you have, but just send 10 messages a day to start. I'll put a little option here on the screen, an example of one of these messages that I actually worked with a client to build out. And what's really cool about this is just by doing this for 1 week, she's already gotten business from this message. Now, another thing you need to think with is when you run into people, you need to show up as you. And what I mean by that is you need to be someone that they would think does what it is you do. So if you're a photographer walking around with your camera or looking very artistic, someone in fitness, you obviously need to look very fit. You need to look the part is essentially what I'm saying. It attracts attention and it makes people curious about what it is that you do. Next, we need to cold market. So in cold market, these are people that you don't have connections with. Here's a few thoughts. One of the easiest ways to break into this is to leverage the audience or clientele of someone else. These are strategic partners. Who do your ideal client already work with that don't compete with you? So again, you want to make a list of these people. I love this number 10. Start with 10 or more, reach out to them, and add new people to this list weekly. I have a client that also did this for 1 week, and not only did she nab a strategic partner that's going to send her clients, but that strategic partner also ordered 20 of her products. And this all happened within 1 week. And just applying these concepts in her business, where she was predominantly relying on people to search for her work online just randomly, she is now creating orders in her business consistently only after a week of doing these kinds of principles The other thing that you can do that I haven't gotten into yet with that client in particular, but I've done it with other clients, is of course cold calling. Now, in order to cold call, you'll need a script, you'll need a list of people to contact or a way to contact them, and you'll have to put in the dials and put in the outreach. Honestly, if you do any of this stuff consistently over time, you're gonna get results. For a script, you could use something like Grok or ChatGPT. Again, the more information you give it, the better the results will be. And what I typically do with AI is when I'm giving it some sort of a request, I give it permission to ask me any questions it might have to make the results even better. You can also use AI to pull a list of people or places within a specific region that do a certain thing and have it give you the phone numbers that it's able to find online. So you can actually use AI to build this list. You could hire a VA. My wife and I, we hired a VA to get a couple hundred local businesses here within a specific industry with where they're located and their numbers and their mailing addresses and all that stuff. And that only cost us a couple $100. So in short, you need to know who your ideal client is. You need to know their needs and wants, their likes and dislikes. You need to have an offer packaged in a way to solve those things. So that way when you talk to them, you can connect what it is they're looking to solve or achieve with what it is you have to offer. You need to know where are these people at. You need to be willing to ask your friends, your warm contacts for referrals, and look for strategic partners where you can have a synergistic relationship. And literally, if all you do is get started on this, I promise you, you will start to get inflow from these people. I've done this within my own business, and it makes it hard for me to actually outreach because of the amount of in-reach I'm getting from this stuff. So that's my quick solution for you. Obviously, your situation might be more complex. With more context, I can offer even more help. And if you're looking for more help, that's of course where you can take advantage of Alex and how crazy he is. He does free consults. These things are 45 minutes minimum, but I have no time limit on them. So if you want to get a free consult for you and your business, no strings attached, hear what I think you should do to improve your business, feel free to book a consult by going to my bio or going to my website, which I'll have linked for you. Stay tuned for next week's episode.